Well, since we on the topic of Zeus, we might as well get into this other topic, okay? Chrisean and Teseki. Now, just a little bit of backstory for those of you who don't know the situation between Chrisean and Teseki. These two fell out. Chrisean pregnant ass wanted Teseki to come on the show and handle some business for her, right? So she wanted her to attack Woe Vicky and Anna Mac. Teseki just didn't feel the need to do that. She said that she wasn't for to bully those two girls. You know what I'm saying? They was much smaller than her and everything. And she didn't end up doing what Chrisean wanted her to do, long story short. So, anywho, Chrisean had her two minions, Jay and Marsh, jump Teseki, right? And so Teseki ended up, getting her get back, whooping their ass, you know what I'm saying, after the fact. But that caused a whole, a whole divide between certain family members in the Malone family, okay? So, some people sided, some of the family members sided with Chrisean, some of them sided with Teseki. So, as you guys know, Teseki has been on her glow up, okay? So she finished out the Baddest Caribbean season. Things been looking good for homegirl, okay? It was the Baddest East, okay? It was Baddest East when all that happened. It was a couple years ago. And so Teseki came back. She did Baddest Caribbean. And, she's been pretty much on a glow up ever since. Now, Chrisean had came out after the whole situation with Teseki fighting her friends and stuff like that. She came out and made some accusations against Teseki. According to Chrisean said Teseki molested her when they was kids, okay?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
She said that they were playing house, all right? And Teseki molested her. So that was something that Chrisean blurted out and said at that time. Now, we didn't hear much about these accusations from Chrisean up until recently, okay? So, Chrisean, Zeus finally had a sit down. They orchestrated a sit down between Chrisean and Teseki. Now, of course, that sit down between the two sisters, mind you, they hadn't seen each other or spoken to each other since the whole situation with Teseki fighting Chrisean's friends. And so that whole sit down that they had, it went the fuck up, okay?
I remember when I was 7, you made me eat your pussy.
You said what? I'm done talking. Bitch, you're going to fucking jail. Defamation of character.
We know we went bad because some clips of what Chrisean said was surfacing, okay? Chrisean was standing there holding the baby, and she said that Teseki made her eat her vajayjay, okay, when she was a child, right? Shit went up. People's been talking about this clip. Everybody's been having things to say. Now, in light of this new, this accusation that Chrisean just throwing out there, a lot of people had came out and spoke about it, okay? Chrisean's ex-best friend in particular came out and spoke about it. Now, I didn't put that video clip in here of what AJ had to say. It was pretty much long-winded, okay? AJ basically said that her and Chrisean were friends ever since back from the Baltimore days, back when Chrisean was a track star, not the Chrisean Rock that we know from Blue Girls Club, Baddies, Blueface, all of that. This was the Chrisean before, okay? And she said that Chrisean had always confided in her and told her things, secrets about the family. She told her issues that she was having with Teseki, a bunch of other things. And she said that it never came up, even when there was certain topics that they were discussing that the accusation that she made against Teseki should have came up. It never came up. She said that she finds it strange that Chrisean is putting that out there now and saying these things now, that she's mad at Teseki and that Teseki has blown up. Okay? So from AJ's perspective, she feels that Chrisean is making this story up to get back at Teseki. She also said that Chrisean has lied before, okay, on people about doing sexual things against her, okay? She said that Chrisean lied on her godfather. Now, if you guys remember, when Chrisean gave birth to Junior, her godparents were at the hospital with her. Her godmother and her godfather, people that basically raised Chrisean when she was a child, okay? They were in the hospital with her. But apparently, according to AJ, she had before accused her godfather of making advances at her, okay? And that made me remember a live that Blueface did where Blueface said the same exact shit.
I know Chrisean. I know everybody around Chrisean, including her godparents. And she had told me that one time when she was in high school, around the time that she had tried on a dress, and that her godfather made a move on her. And ever since then, they've had a sort of a relationship. Now, how would I know this? Lisa and Lisa's husband, they will only know if this is true or not. Chrisean is that evil. Yeah, the people that helped her whole life, she goes and tells bad stories about them.
All right, so now, not only is AJ speaking out, but a couple of the other sisters came out and denied Chrisean's allegations as well. In fact, they're saying that Chrisean basically is taking an incident, a traumatic situation that happened to Teseki and one of the other sisters and making it her own story, okay? So after all of this talk about, you know, Chrisean accusing Teseki and things like that, Teseki came out and she had something to say about this, okay?
People that rape and, you know, hurt people, hurt children, they should be dead or in jail. It's crazy because what people try to say I did, something that happened to me. So it's like, my family knows that. So I feel like they was like, you know what, let's just say that her story is our story. That's what I could think of. No, it started from, my oldest sister, because she felt like we left her out of crazy love. Oh, she said my dad was all of that, and all I did was went on my platform and was like, hey, no, he's not. Like, I never heard that. You feel me? So I'm like, I've never heard that. Like, that's not true. She went and said, oh, she said it's not true because she's a like, what? So I became that because I was defending somebody, which is my dad. And
did Chrisean vouch for that?
No, see, when Chrisean's back was against the wall,
she went to that.
Yeah, she had no choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had nothing to say. So, like, people was dragging on the internet. Like, who's getting their sister? Not even your sister, bitch, I'm your mother. Yeah. I did what my mother was supposed to be doing for her. So, who the fuck gets their mother jumped? Fuck out of here. You and I both know it didn't happen, so where did that come from? You fucking thought of that shit. You sick. AJ, you think of me that way. That's nasty. You're disgusting. She said, yeah, we was playing house. What the fuck is you talking? I'm playing house with no fucking little ass girl. Are you fucking dumb?
Let's say this. I don't think Ayana Vincent or Vignot.
I remember when I was 7, you made me eat your pussy.
You said what? I'm done talking. Bitch, you're going to fucking jail. Defamation of character.
All of these weird ass accusations against Teseki, it's not lining up, okay? Because I feel like the nephew had been saying these things for the longest. And now why you wait until you get upset with Teseki? You mad with Teseki right now. Why would you wait to this point to come out and say these things, okay?
Okay, what the fuck you want me to do?
Okay. Now I'm not gonna sit here and say it's true or false. I do believe what I do believe is that whole family has been traumatized. Okay, and what I feel is like the help they need cannot be found on the internet. Only thing that we can do on the internet is talk about the shit. But baby, we can't help you. We can't help y'all deal with y'all family trauma. All y'all need a therapy. Okay, y'all need a fucking psychiatrist. All of them. Every last one of the family members, the siblings, everybody, the mama, the daddy, all of their ass. Even the fucking dogs. They need They need a fucking therapist, okay? Somebody to get in there and help them work out their issues. I feel like whether this is true or not, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of Chrisean throwing these allegations out there? Because regardless to whether or not it's true, it's going to stain Teseki. People are always going to look at Teseki and think about these allegations. These allegations are definitely going to affect her, especially now that she's out here trying to build a career and trying to network with certain people. The allegations like these can put a very big damper on Teseki's career. Now, some people would love to say that, you know, Chrisean has a right to speak on whatever her trauma is, what happened to her. But once again, what do you hope to accomplish by speaking on these things in public like that, putting it all out there for, you know, the world to see, versus trying to go and get help and find out a way to deal with this trauma in private with your family, okay? Because for what it's worth, Chrisean and Teseki were really fucking close, okay? Now, she claimed that these abuse allegations, she claimed that this abuse happened to her when she was a child, a wee one, okay? This is before teenage years. However, we've seen several videos of Teseki going to the Chrisean's track meets and supporting her. These two was together all the time, and you know, Teseki has always been there for Chrisean as far as we know. She traumatized you like that as a child. Why even remain in contact? Why even be so close to her? Why even, you know what I'm saying? I just have so many fucking questions. So many questions about why even deal with a person who would hurt you in that way. Why continue to have that person in your life? And let's not talk about the fact that she goes to confront, this is supposed to be her confronting Teseki, right? But she's standing up there holding Junior and she's fucking smiling as she's saying, oh, you made me eat your, you made me eat your snatch. You know what I'm saying? You standing up there holding Junior and you smiling about it. Like, to me, it's not giving me that you was a victim. I'm sorry. Like, I've sat here and seen how Chrisean gets down. And I've seen how she can be vindictive when she's fucking, when she's mad. She can be very fucking vindictive, okay? Let's not forget how Chrisean allegedly tried to have Blueface set up and blamed the whole situation on Teseki. She said that the whole thing, Teseki tried to set Blueface up. You know what I'm saying? Let's not forget that that was debunked, okay? WAC 100 came out and said that that was a lie, and that that Chrisean tried to lie and blame it on her sister. You know what I'm saying? At this point, it's like, you know how they say, the little boy who cried wolf. It's like when you don't tell so many lies, people don't know when it's time to actually believe you, okay? And that's where I stand at when it comes to Chrisean. I don't really know if I believe her, okay? I'm not saying that she was a victim of something, but I don't know if I can believe that Teseki did things to her to that extent, and she chose to still deal with Teseki. Now, some people say, oh, it's a lot of victims. Victims react differently. Some victims do remain close to their predators, particularly when their predators is a blood relative. But like I said, Chrisean has a pattern of lying and doing fucked up shit. So when you dealing with someone like that, you have to kind of leave room for the benefit of the doubt. You have to kind of side-eye or evaluate the facts around the circumstance before you can actually make a decision as to whether or not you believe them. And I hope that everybody else is taking those things into consideration as well. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like Teseki is just some innocent person, okay? But she has also been traumatized. And if she did, in fact, do these things as a child, you have to wonder, who were the adults in this situation that started the abuse? Who taught these children to be like that? Who taught these children these sexual explicit ways, okay? When abuse like that happens, when children go to molesting each other and doing other things to other kids, that's because somebody did it to them. Okay? And like I said, this situation, what do Chrisean hope to gain? Once again, what do she hope to gain? Because she could potentially ruin her sister's career. And now it's out there in public. So when you do want to go back and make amends, if you do want to go back and fix things with your sister, it's going to be hard to do that. If it's even possible to do that. If I was Teseki, I would never, and this is not true, I would never ever fucking deal with Chrisean again. I would most definitely keep my distance from a person who would tell a lie this deep and this big just because they're upset with me or they're jealous of me. But see, I don't know. None of us was there. But I'll tell you this. What goes on in the dark never stays in the dark, okay? All things will be revealed in due time. Now, is this the true revelation, what Chrisean is saying? I don't know. But it's crazy. And so, people were also saying, oh, Zeus is so messy for airing this out. Zeus is this. Zeus is that. They fucked up. But nobody put a gun to Chrisean's head and told her to come on that show and say something like that on national television. Nobody told her to say that. Okay? And if they can air Tommy saying that Bobby had AIDS, Chrisean and her family are no exception to the thing. Okay? They gonna put that shit out. They gonna post it because it's content. It is what it is. They don't discriminate. That's y'all messy shit. If y'all want to air it out, that's what Zeus is going to do. They're going to put that shit out there. But no, they didn't put a gun to Chrisean's head and made her get on national television and say the things she said. But I don't know, child. This whole situation is messy. So I know we got a lot in store for this season of Baddies Midwest. And like I said, I am anxious to see what happened because I really want to see the full context of that sit-down. I want to see everything that happened aside from those little clips. But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about this whole entire situation.